Although the Marlin 336 Classic has been already available in the market since 2023, it's only recently that I was able to try this rifle. I heard a lot of good things about this gun, so I really had to make the extra effort to get my hands to shoot this modern version of a cult classic. Hey, this is your boy from Line 45, and today I will give you my impressions on the Marlin 336 Classic and all the things that you should know about this lever gun. But first, let me do this quick plug. Hit the like and subscribe button. You can see all those buttons below this video. I know it feels like a hassle, but those simple clicks mean a lot for my channel. Now let's get back to the good stuff. Okay. For starters, the Marlin 336 Classic isn't an entirely new gun. Its original model was introduced way back in 1948 as a lever-action rifle designed for sporting and hunting. That rifle was still chambered in .35 Remington and .30-30 Winchester, and had distinct features, such as its side ejection setup that allowed shooters to mount scopes seamlessly. Of course, the lever-action community got excited when the news that the Marlin 336 was about to get reintroduced again. However, I did not just join the bandwagon because of passing nostalgia. I was really curious about this lever-action rifle, and since it was going to get offered again, I thought to myself that I really wanted to give it a try. The new Marlin 336 Classic arrived with traditional styling. It really looks like the guns used in the Wild West. It has an elegant and traditional aesthetic, as it seamlessly combines rich wood and polished metal. In particular, its wooden stick is made from high quality, combining rich wood and polished metal. The wooden stock is made from high-quality American black walnut, and it sports a smooth satin finish with visible grain patterns here and there. These details give the gun a classic old-school appearance. But I think the word should be rustic. Now its forend and buttstock are carefully checkered, not just to make the gun visually stunning, but to ensure that it can provide tactile, solid gripping points. The same good things I can say with its metalwork. Its receiver, lever, and barrel have a deep blued finish. These parts are so polished that it gave me the impression that I really need to tiptoe using this revolver. Otherwise, I will cause scratches to its beautiful surface. But who am I kidding? This gun is tough as nails, just as what Ruger wanted it to be. The trigger guard plate, lever, and receiver are CNC machined from alloy steel forgings. This is a procedure that Ruger had to inherit from Remington when it purchased Marlin. The manufacturing quality of this rifle really mirrored Remington's, and this is pretty obvious since the Marlin 336 Classic features tight tolerances. Similar to the original model, the Marlin 336 is chambered in the ever-enduring .30-30 Winchester. For the uninitiated, the .30-30 Winchester is a versatile and popular rifle cartridge that is commonly used by rifle folks when they are hunting from medium ranges, and it should be around 100 to 300 yards. It's utterly effective in hunting deer or similarly sized games. Its recoil is minimal, and it typically maintains a flat trajectory and adequate stopping power. This cartridge is perfect for lever-action rifles, such as this Marlin 336 Classic. This revolver weighs 7 pounds, which is considerably light considering the kind of materials used on it. I guess you could carry this along with you on long walks and winding trails without being too bothered by its heft. By the way, this rifle is about 38.5 inches long, and its cold hammer-forged barrel is about 20 inches long with a 1 in 12 twist rate. I know some of you are wondering why it's using a barrel with a 1 in 12 twist rate instead of a 1 in 10 twist rate, even though it's firing a moderately heavy bullet. Look, while a 1 in 10 twist is typically known to stabilize heavy bullets, the 1 in 12 twist in the Marlin 336 Classic is optimized for the velocities and bullet profiles of the .30-30 Winchester cartridge. Based on my experience firing this rifle, the barrel has been fantastic in its intended range and usage of the cartridge, which is mostly within 100-200 yards. It's very accurate, and the way it shoots is very good. Since it's a lever-action rifle, I think it was reasonable for me to expect that it offers fast handling. Well, to be honest, my rifle handling skill isn't that refined, but I am not that amateur as well when it comes to managing long arms. The Marlin Classic 336 didn't disappoint me in this department. After all, it's not bulky or heavy, and with its soft shooting demeanor, it was not that difficult for me to maintain accurate, tightly grouped shots. It has a balanced construction as well, which means that once you shoulder it, the rifle points naturally. I didn't have to make sacrifices in my posture or grip just to get the rifle to aim properly. But how about with a scope? I affixed a loopholed VX Freedom scope on my Marlin Classic 336. It has a 27 by 33 millimeter magnification and weighs about 10 ounces. This rifle scope is a tad bit hefty, but even when mounted to the rifle, the latter remains reasonably balanced and manageable. I also noticed that its recoil wasn't that punishing, so even if I ran this rifle for an entire afternoon, it didn't sore the contact points of my body. The red rubber recoil pad did wonders in soaking the gun's recoil. Its trigger of the Marlin 336 Classic is something else. It's gold-plated, for Pete's sake. And it didn't just make the gun elegant, but it offered a nice contrast to the blued and rustic feel of this rifle. Fortunately, it doesn't only look good, it works impressively as well. This is due to the hammer notches being cut down, which in turn guaranteed clean trigger pulls. In particular, the trigger broke at around 4 pounds, and that's pretty much consistent throughout my run. The side ejecting bolt of this Marlin 336 has a distinctive round style. Unlike older lever-action rifles that eject shells from the top, the Marlin 336's side ejection enables for hassle-free mounting of scopes and, at the same time, reduces the risk of spent cartridges blocking the optics. Meanwhile, the round bolt design does a good job of cycling the round smoothly. It's one of the reasons why, throughout the duration of my test, this rifle had no misfires or feeding errors. It is as reliable as it gets. Compared to the original Model 336 rifle, the Model 336 Classic has a semi-buckhorn rear sight that includes a sliding elevator. The original Model 336, on the other hand, used a Rocky Mountain rear sight. The front sight of the Classic, meanwhile, is a conventional brass head, and this one comes with a hood. Whether you like it or not, the Marlin 336 Classic has a crossbolt safety. I think Ruger intentionally kept this feature, as it was one of the defining features of its predecessor. I was not really bothered by it, and for me it's essential as an additional layer of safety when using the rifle. It prevents the hammer from striking the firing pin unless you intentionally disengage the said safety. With the crossbolt safety, the risk of accidental discharges becomes minimal, especially if you have the rifle cocked and ready to fire. Well, I am completely aware that not all rifle shooters are used with these manual safeties. So, my only advice is for you to develop a habit of consciously disengaging the safety before firing and engaging it after. Practice dry firing with the crossbolt safety so that you'll get comfortable with the motion until it becomes a part of your shooting routine. By the way, aside from the crossbolt safety, this rifle also has a trigger block that stops the gun from firing if the lever isn't closed entirely. Overall, I had a good time shooting the Marlin 336 Classic. It ran different 30-30 ammo without any problems, and it has a reasonable accuracy. By all means, it doesn't have sub-MOA accuracy. However, it didn't spray bullets aimlessly. It's a good hunting rifle that holds 6+1 rounds on its mag, and for its price of $1,200, it's really a bang for the buck. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Just press all the buttons. Those little clicks are free, but they help the channel a lot. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about mastering the craft. Until next time, lock and load.